All right, Rob, are you ready for your 10 questions?
I am ready for the 10 questions.
Outstanding. Here we go. Uh, if you had to choose between the two, which one would you pick? Batman's utility belt or a fanny pack?
Oh, Batman's utility belt, of course.
I know, right? It's a no-brainer. What is your favorite movie?
There's so many. I'd have to say 16 Candles.
I did not see that coming.
Well, is that or Back to the Future?
Rob, what is your favorite quote?
Oh gosh. You're gonna kill me because I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's an Abraham Lincoln quote.
Ooh.
Gosh,
Are you
Brian,
Googling it right now?
I'm looking. I gotta look up my quotes. Can I send you one later?
Yes. Yes. You can send me one later. That's fine. I'll put it in. All right, here we go. Next question. What was the best advice that you ever got?
What was the best advice I ever got? That's a good one. Well, honestly, years ago, I had a really good friend who was the superintendent of schools here in Highland. And I was on the Business Education Alliance at the time, which I still am. And he had said at the time, he said, you really should run for city council. And I said, I'd always planned to run for school board. And he says, no, we really need you on the city council. And so I ran for city council, and I was on there for 4 years, and then I ran for mayor and served a 4-year term after that. So I was on city council for 8 years. So that's one of the great achievements of my life. Just to be the mayor was fun. I loved it. And it's just it's volunteer in Highland. It's not a full-time paid gig. But no, I loved it. And that was great advice. I'm glad I took him up on that.
Nice. So he gave you advice to point you in a direction you would not have gone on your own, and it led to something you consider one of your greatest accomplishments.
Yes.
Nice. All right, here we go. What was one of your favorite childhood toys?
One of my favorite childhood toys would have to be my Matchbox cars. I still have them. I've never actually even let my own children play with them.
Right?
I haven't gotten them out in a long time. I still have all my Matchbox cars. I kept them all in their own little spots in the case, and yep, have them all. To this day, I still have them.
That's like in a glass case or in a box?
No. They're in this this big blue vinyl suitcase that all folded in on itself, and they all had little trays, and each little car is in its little tray.
Yeah.
I had them organized because all the fire engines are together, all the police cars are together.
That's awesome. Thanks. So in that vein, while you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
When I was really small, I don't remember, but when I was in middle school and high school, I thought I'd be a veterinarian.
Right. You really like animals?
I like animals. I don't, because my mom, I had a dog when I was 3, and then we had it for 9 months, and my mom got rid of it because nobody else was taking care of it. And so I never had any dogs. And unfortunately, I married a girl just like my mom, so we never had any pets. So it's kind of funny. But other than fish. But my kids, now that my kids are out of the house, I have one son that has a dog, and I have another son that has 2 dogs. So I have grand dogs now.
So you go visit them often.
There you go. Well, my wife doesn't like it, but sure.
That's great. All right, Rob, what brings you joy?
My granddaughters. I have a 9-year-old and I have a 6-month-old granddaughter. different children, but yes. So, my grandchild, it's they always say that, you should have your grandkids first because you enjoy them more. Yes, I absolutely adore my grandchildren.
Do your kids know that's how you feel?
Yes, they pretty much know that, yes, I adore my.
Actually, there's my granddaughter right there.
So this won't be news to them when they watch this video.
No.
Okay, good. All right, so let's flip it then. What brings you dread?
Well, based on everything that happened yesterday, I just, it's sad. Since I served in public office, I have a very strong opinion about the type of people that should be serving in public office and the role that you have. And it's, to me, that's not what public servants do. And I'm not going to say any names, but you have a duty. You have a duty, and you have a duty to do your best to improve the lives of the people who put you into office. And I've always felt that way, and I took it very much. Talk about a quote. There's, was it Jefferson who said that about politicians and statesmen. And I'm not a politician because a politician thinks of the next election and a statesman thinks of the next generation. And I always thought of myself in that realm as a statesman. And I'm afraid that too many of our elected officials think like politicians.
I have to come back to that after I show the video. All right, so here we go. How about this? What is something that you really want to achieve but cannot do on your own?
I think, well, it's kind of on my own, but it's kind of not. I had the opportunity a couple years ago to teach at the university level, and I kind of screwed that up and didn't take advantage of it at the time. I don't know if I'll have that opportunity come up again, but that's what I'd like to do. I always thought I'd be a good teacher, so I was kind of looking forward to that. It didn't work out at the time, and I'm afraid I won't get the opportunity again.
Now, last question, here it comes. What do you hope people will say about you after you are gone?
It sounds trite, but that he was a good guy, and that I really, that I was, that people perceived me as being honest and sincere, and, did my part, like I said, not just as an elected official, but kind of did my part to make at least my corner of the world a better place.
Mr. Rob, thank you so much for your time today.